Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjari Bhari Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjari Bhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jara Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jara Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunjari Bhari Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Jayo Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadramayi Jaya Sudakana Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jayo Gandharvika Giridhari Gandharvika Giridhari Gaura Hari Jayo Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jayo Jaya Prabhupada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaivam Narato Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtapraya Subhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavante Naistike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Chananda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulangai Tegrim Yaskripta Tamagam Vande Tiguru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. I seek blessing from all the devotees so that I can speak to Bhagavatam in the Parampara for the pleasure of Krishna and the devotees and my own purification. Hare Krishna. Today we will be reciting second canto, second chapter, The Lord in the Heart, sloka number 24. It is a continuation of yesterday's and previous days class. So we will be going little more deeper on this subject. So you can all recite along with me. Vaishnavanaram Yati Vidyasa Gataha Susmanya Brahma Patene Saucha Vidyata Kalko Taharer Utat Sat Rayati Chakram Nirupa Sai Sumaram Smarnam Vaishnavanaram Yati Vidyasa Gataha Vyasyasa Gataha Shushmanya Brahma Patena Sauchasya Vidyatu Kala Kalko Taharer Udatstat Prayati Chakram Nirpa Sai Smaram Vaishnavanaram Yati Vihayasa Gataha Shishmanya Brahma Patena Sauchasya Vidyatu Kalko Tattaharer Utastat Prayati Chakram Nirpa Sai Smaram. Word by word meaning. Vaishnavanaram, the controlling deity of the fire. Yati goes Vyayasa, Vyasa, by the path in the sky, the Milky Way. Gataha, the by passing over. Shishmanaya, by the Shishmanam. Brahma, Brahmaloka. Patena, on the way to Sochisa, illuminating. Vidya to being washed off, Kalaha, dirt, Ata, thereafter, Hare, the of the Lord Hari, Udasta, upward, Prayanti, dust reach, Chakram, circle, Nirpa, walking, Saismaram, named Shishuram, Sai Shushmaram, named Shishuram. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. O King, when such a mystic pass over the Milky Way by the illuminating Shishmana to reach the highest planet, Brahmaloka, he goes first to the Vaishnavara, the planet of the deity of the fire, wherein he becomes completely cleansed of all the contamination, and thereafter he still goes higher to the circle of Shishurmara to relate it to the Lord Hari, the personality of Godhead. The purport, the polar star of the universe and the circle thereafter is called the Shishumara circle, and therein the local resident planet of the personality of Godhead, Sriyadaksha Vishnu, is situated. Before reaching there, the mystic pass over the Milky Way to reach the Brahmaloka, and while going there, he first reaches Vaishnavara Loka, where the demigod controls the fire. On Vaishnavara Loka, the yogi becomes completely cleansed of all the dirty sins acquired while in contact with the material world. The Milky Way in the sky is indicated herein as the way leading to Brahmaloka, the highest planet of the universe. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjala Shalakya Tachurumalitam Mena Dasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Mena Bhutare Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Sadam Bhishtam Padamkyam Vandeham Shri Guru Shivata Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagnaranatam Tatam Tam Jivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Saganalita Shri Vishakamcha He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishapansude Pranamami Haripe Vanchakalpadrupicha Kripa Sundevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namana Vanchakalpadrupicha Kripa Sundevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Namo Pangajanabhaya, Namo Pangajamaline, Namo Pangajanetraya, Namaste Pangajangre. Hare Krishna. Welcome once again for Nityam Bhagavad Sevya. Today is a little more advancing on the yesterday's and day for yesterday's class. We'll be going a little more deeper that how the Virata Rupa yogis get liberated and what are the planets he has to pass through that. To recap that yesterday we had discussed a couple of points which is very important for the devotee to understand how these Virata Rupas yogis are traveling. So it is I set an example that when a person is having $100,000 US dollars, when he goes to Singapore, he has to convert it to Singapore dollar and then spend for whatever enjoyment he want to do. Suppose a monorail he want to travel, he has to pay the Singapore dollar. Similarly, if he is having a amusement park to go and enjoy, so he used the Singapore dollar. But he cannot carry the Singapore dollar to the next country, so he exhausting that completely, and he goes with the US dollar to next destination like Thailand. So Thailand he goes, he converted the part of the US dollar to Thailand dollars, and then he spends whatever the entertainment or enjoyment he want to use it. Similarly, this Virata Rupa yogis also, when they goes to the upper planetary system, they spend the subtle body, mind intelligent to enjoy the partially, to enjoy that planetary opulences, And then when he's fully saturated, his curiosity is completed, then he move on to next planetary system. There he goes at. So partially every planetary system he travels, he partially losing the subconscious body, uh, uh, that is mind and intelligence, false ego, subtle body. So what happens is once he reaches to the Brahmaloka, he's almost exhausted with all the subtle body of his carrying. Like example is when he traveled to various countries with the US dollar, finally he exhausted before entering to US. So similarly, that's how you can understand. In other exam, and also we understood from yesterday class that there's two kind of Ashtanga yogis. The first yogis who directly, immediately he give up this subtle body by the yogic thing, the 9 chakras. So by such chakras, he controls that and pushes the body, gross body of and leaves the gross body and pushes the soul through the Brahma hole. So from the top of the head, cerebral, and he travels to the upper planetary. So such people is a direct liberation. So people of Virata Rupa who's meditating on the Paramatma form. The second people are the Virata Rupa meditators who want to enjoy the material appliances and they want to progress gradually. So this to understand that this is how the two varieties of people, and the goal is, the prime goal is the liberation only. So yesterday also we told about there are 13 destinations are there before reaching to Brahmaloka. So this Shastra says 13 destinations. Neither Bhagavad Gita nor Srimad Bhagavatam talks about all these 13 destinations, but some of the destinations are mentioned in the Bhagavatam. So today sloka will be understanding that what are these destinations before reaching to merging with the Brahma Jyoti. So, but Shastras reassured that it is the 13 destinations are there. O King, the yogi having gone through the path of Brahmaloka, so he is 13th destination, no, he is passing through that. This path is called that Brahma Patha, the last destination of the 13th Brahma, before entering to Brahma Jyoti. Before Brahma Jyoti is Satyaloka, that is the abode of Brahma. So Brahma resides in the Satyaloka. So he enters there. The path is also called Brahma Path, which means there are other routes to go. What we are saying is there any other route to go to Brahma Jyoti? Yes. In the previous classes we have discussed this. There is one path is a direct liberation, Yoga Mukti. Okay, he just immediately quits the subtle body and get this, leaves the gross body and soul goes and merges with that. He meditates on Paramatma. In the indirect path is the second category of people, which is the gradual progress, which is called Brahma path. Last destination before going to Brahma Jyoti is called the Brahmaloka. So he's following the Brahma path. So the first of the 13th destination called Vaishnavaram. Today's sloka is that Vaishnavaram Yati Vihasyasa Gataha. So Vaishnavaram means the first destination. So it's a planet of Agni. It is also in Shastra it is a Archara Adiloka, because Archi means the first planet and which is mentioned here as Agni. So this also we can call it as a different, in Shastra it refers the same planet only. The first of the 13 destination is Vaishnaram In other Vedic, it is called Archi. Therefore, the paths are also called as the Archi Adi Marga. So, how we call the Brahma Patha? So, it is also Vedic, it says that Archi Adi Marga. That path, attaining Brahman, Archi is the first planet. This is the first planet we have to pass through. Sometimes it is called Brahmapata because Brahmaloka is the first stop before Brahma Jyoti. So there is a after the Brahmaloka, before merging to Brahma Jyoti, he has to pass through that. That's first. Again, there is a gate. Suppose it is for you to easy to understand. Suppose you want to travel to abroad. Okay. First, what you do is you go to the airport from the home. So you think that so many checkposts, so many stopping turns, so many places you pass through that. After that, once you reach the airport, it is not the final. Again, there is this checks are happening before you board the flight. There will be security at the gate. He will check whether you have a valid ticket, whether you have a valid verification. He will do that. So similarly here also, archery is the there is 13 destination before you merging into Brahma Jyoti. So it is like that. So it is you have to get the purified. The yogi goes to Vaishnavaram Loka by means of ether. Ether means vacant, void. Though the luminous of the Susuma Nadi, it is in the sloka it says that Susumanaya Brahma Patana Sochas. So Susuma Nadi is the illumination path, being free from all the desires. So even though before going to before entering to Brahmaloka, he already left his settled bodies. So there is no desire for him. So all the enjoyment of the settled enjoyment is fully enjoyed and ceased out. So now is pure. But there is some left out thing is there, so that has to get purified. So being free from all desire, he then approaches Sushma Nara constellation. Constellation is that is a zone constellation. It will look like a dolphin above which it's related to the Lord. So if you go to the any planetarium, if you got a chance, you can go and see that. They show the astronomy. So astronomy is the people where the sky, they do the research on the sky and they'll show the various points. If you join together, you will get that shape of a dolphin, stars, various stars are if you join together. Various stars if you join, then you get scorpion, all these 12 rashis also you can see if you join that. Mesha, Miduna, Kataka. So many rashis you are seeing. No? Those stars are there, they will join it. So similarly, this dolphin also, no, that Sushma Nadi. So this all the points if you join, no, it look like that. Being free of all the desires. Sushmana constitution is said to be the Nadi portion of the Virata Rupa. So that is there. Nabi portion. From the Vaishnava Loka to Sushma constellation, it is not that all the 13 destinations are mentioned. They from here, it is from 1 to 13. In the Bhagavatam it is not mentioned, but in Shastra it is there all. So first they go to the preceding deity of the Vaishnava Loka is the fire. So what he has to do is then the Nadi is located outside the body since it is filled with the luminaries having given up all impurities. So it is that given up all the impurities. So what is happening is, for example, if a boy is getting promoted from 5th standard to 6th standard, if you ask them that have you clarified all the doubts in the 5th doubts, he said yes. But what it means, yes means he don't have any doubts on the fifth grade class. But when you ask any question on the sixth grade, there what happens is he's having so many doubts because he has not passed through that. So similarly, the Viduta Kalaha means he has given up the impurities. He has given up the impurity, which is all the particular planet, different planet. Yesterday we have discussed. No, he passed through the different planet and he gave the impurities, the material enjoyment of that planetary system. Then he moves on to the next planet, not being attached to anything. So it is like he is completely clear the doubts of that planet. Is going to the sixth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, like that. So they proceed to the circle of stars located higher in the form of a dolphin. So, circle of stars higher in the planet, which is related to the Lord. So, this dolphin shape is there, so that's why it is called that Sushmanara Nadi. That circle star, which the stars such as the Aditya, and ends with a Durva star. So, the starting star is Aditya, then ending with the Durva star at the tail of the dolphin. So from the mouth to the tail, no, it is there. That is the polar stars are there. So that is what it's there in Parpata, the polar stars of the universe, and the circle thereafter called Sushma circle. So this is what today's sloka is explaining. So this is description of the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's also described in the Srimad Bhagavatam 5.23. At the tail of the Sushmara is the pole star. So end is the pole star is there. It is a body extended around the sky and following the path of the sun with the 27 constellations. So further, if you go deep, it is like when a naked eye, some extent you can see that. But when you see the microscope, you can see that so many things flying or in the water. Further, you have the sophisticated digital instrument where you can go minute. So similarly in this sloka also, yesterday thing we saw that various planets he was traveling, all these 14 planetary system he was traveling, and then wherever he wants to think to see and enjoy, and then especially upper planetary system, then he is passing through the 13th destination also. So further he is going very deep into that to see that is 24 constellations of the there in this sun path also. So all the things they will pass through the situation on the parts of the body. So it is all that the dolphin shape of the thing, and finally he is merging with the Lord. That is a Brahma Jyoti. So yesterday that's one devotee was asking that. Okay, before that we will say that let us recap that how the Ashtanga yogis of two parties are there. One is directly travelers and other is a gradual traveler. For you to understand this, suppose you are traveling from Bangalore to Delhi. So you have got two ways. One is you can go by flight, the other is you take your own car. When you go by flight, what happens is you just hop into the flight and the aeroplane pass through the various city, but you never get down. It just passes and you reach the destinations of merging with this Jyoti. But here what happens is the second category of Virata Rupa meditator, they pass through the it is like driving on their own car. So they have to pass through various cities and they will take and enjoy the cities and sometimes they have to overstay in the night time, daytime and to take various requirements. So it is like this, so they pass through that. So they enjoy that what is available in that. So they want to see the various cities. So these are the example where you can understand very well. He continues his journey till Delhi. No? So it speaks about various lokas also. So now the Bhakti Yoga is, essay question was that how the Bhakti Yoga, difference between the Karma Yogis and Bhakti Yogi. So in the last few classes, and these chapters were detailedly explained about the Karma Yogis, Jnana Yogis, Ashtanga Yogis. So far we have discussed in detail about that. So let us, upcoming classes we will be discussing about the Bhakti Yogis. So to give the glimpse of what is the Bhakti Yoga, it's more powerful compared to the Ashtanga Yogas. It is given in this chapter 32 slokas in this canto. In the beginning, Brahma studied all the three Vedas, all the four Vedas 3 times, and then come to a conclusion that okay, Bhakti is the best process compared to other process. The Sukadeva Goswami also tells in the beginning of this chapter that the primary duty of the living entity to perform the Bhakti. If we have to do Bhakti is the primary duty. The real happiness can be obtained when he performs Bhakti to the Krishna. So the real happiness you will get it. All other happiness are temporary. So while performing Bhakti, Jnana and Vairagya are the byproduct we get that. So even the chapter 36, the conclusion of this chapter, sloka 36, the conclusion Sukadeva Goswami tells about in this chapter is the simple process of hearing about Bhakti is a simple process, very simple. Just hearing about the Lord and discuss about the Lord and remembering the Lord, we can purify all the contamination in our heart. So Bhakti is a simple 3 steps. First remember, then discuss about the Lord. First is to hear about the Lord. Second is to discuss about the Lord. Third one is to remembering the Lord. So why we have to do? So that our heart gets purified, all the contamination goes off. The polluted aim of why we need to cleanse the heart, because the polluted, the aim of our life is polluted in the heart. First, basically, so we don't know what is our aim. We think that morning we have to get up, we have to rush up to the office, work for 18 hours, and come back home, eat something, and sleep. So this is what the aim. Why you are going to office? To earn more Lakshmi for the next generation, next generation, till the grandsons. I have to earn and keep it, because we are not sure that whether they get the job, whether they get the food. If they don't have money, how they'll survive? So you go on slogging your life, sacrificing your life, not to understand the prime goal of the life. And this is how the people in this Kali Yuga know, people running even after retirement. Some of my friends know your age of retirement is 60, but unfortunately the management extended their service to another 4 years. For them, it is, they proudly saying that they are fortunate because their job has been extended for another 4 years. But it is unfortunate because even after retirement, they are not having time to dedicate for the bhakti, which is they are supposed to, that is the primary goal. So here the primary goal has been shifted from the serving the Lord to the earning for the grandchildren, which buying so many property around this world, thinking that his grandsons will live peacefully. So this is what the misguiding of misconception, misgoal in their heart. That's why people are. This is what we call it as a pollution in the heart. We can cleanse the, how we can cleanse that? By performing the bhakti. So by performing the bhakti, we can cleanse the heart, which is the, so what is the result of that? The result is we can attain the lotus feet of the Krishna. By doing bhakti, we can attain the lotus feet of the Krishna. So let us take an example. Two great people described in the Bhagavatam is Dhruva Maharaj and the Hiranyakashipu. So these are the people are greatly discussed. Hiranyakashipu, no one can do such a tapasya like Hiranyakashipu. His heart was not purified because he had a material desire of want to be more powerful man in this universe. So he want to be more powerful. His brother Hiranyaksha, he want to accumulate more gold. So he goes on digging in the earth, and because of that, the earth lost balance. She fell into the Karnataka ocean. So these are the mentality of the people where this Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha kind of thing is there in Kali Yuga also. People are running behind the gold, people are running behind the land acquisition, thinking that no, so that my grandchildren can be live peacefully without any hard struggle for the life. So this is what is happening. So it is because their polluted mind, their heart is polluted. So take an example of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj followed the process of Bhakti Yoga. So Bhakti Yoga, he processed that, Guru Maharaj. So what he did, it's a combination of Bhakti Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga, but he followed the spiritual master's instruction, Narada Muni. So Narada Muni was going on giving instruction at every stage, so he followed that. Hence his heart was purified at the end. When he was completely detached with the material desires, he had before, what is material desire he had, he told his mother that I want to acquire, he also told to Narada Muni, I want to have a property which is bigger than the Brahma, his grandfather. So all the appearances more than his grandfather. So he, after the meditation, with association of the Narada Munis, and he followed the instruction and practiced the Bhakti Yoga and with Ashtanga Yoga, his heart is purified, so that he got a darshan of Lord Vishnu, and he told Vishnu that I don't want anything. I was looking for a broken glass, but whereas I got a diamond, so I don't want anything. This is what the result of bhakti. In bhakti, you get your heart get purified. This is very important. Why we have to practice bhakti? The basic funda is that we have to cleanse our heart. Okay, that means the wrong perception of our goals has been thrown out, and we have to have the primary goal as serve the Lord. In the on the day of Bhadra Purnima, Srimad Bhagavatam will be kept on the throne of the golden throne and distributed as a charity to the devotees. Those who does such a charity, he gets a transcendental destination, abode of Lord Krishna. So see how great is that. Why it is with thing is, when a person is hungry, if you give food, that point of time his stomach is satisfied. After a while again he gets hungry. So but when you give the jnana, that Srimad Bhagavatam jnana, then lifetime he will be happy because his heart is get purified. Srimad Bhagavatam is the most important for those who are materialistic desire, who are stuck in the samsara chakra. So they are not able to come out. Their goal is revolving around the samsara. So for them, if they go through the Srimad Bhagavatam, their heart is getting purified. It is not only for the conditioned soul, even the self-realized souls also, if they go through the Srimad Bhagavatam, they get purified, they get benefited. So Srila Prabhupada says, very clearly says that Srimad Bhagavatam Harinam, with this, he has a confidence that Srimad Bhagavatam and the Harinam can transform the entire world. So that's how he traveled with the Harinam and the Bhagavatam book when he went to US. The discussion between the Narada Muni, take an example of discussion between Narada Muni and Brahma. So Narada Muni was asking the Brahma that what is the how Kali Yuga people are so much suffering, how they can be delivered. Then Brahma says that if they chant the 16 syllables of holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, they can be delivered. So same Brahmaji, he came in the Kali Yuga as a Haridas Thakura, and he demonstrated how to chant the holy name. He introduced to many people and to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The Brahma, in the Brahma Vimochana Leela also, after that Brahma goes and prays to Krishna that I have committed so much of sin. Please give me a chance to, please put me in a condition where no one gives me the prestige, okay, no one appreciates me. I should be in an untouchable condition and everyone should reject me. In that condition, I want to chant. So something means what he is asking, whole world should reject me in that because if you do, generally Kali Yuga people, why they are not following, if you ask them come to temple, if you ask them to follow the regulatory principle of 4 regulatory principles, no eating of onion garlic, immediately they reject it because they are seeing the social status. If I leave this thing, who will respect me? The prestige, who will my prestige, what will happen to my prestige? So because of this contamination of the mentality of the Kali Yuga people, Brahmaji is asking other way around. I have to be rejected by all the people so that in that condition I want to chant. So he is giving a beautiful example that for a neophyte devotees, is a bhaktas, no, this point has been made a note of it. You should not give up your 4 regulatory principle or austerity for the sake of the others, what they will think of you. You should be bold and preach, you should bold and chant, you should bold and reject the thing which is not favorable for the Krishna, Prasadam. Then I am such a fallen Prabhu. He's begging to Krishna. Then Krishna says that, okay, I'll come the next incarnation as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you also take a birth as a Haridas Thakura. You born in a Milacha family, it's a low-graded people, and you will be rejected by both Malacha because you are chanting Harinam, and also since you are born in a Malacha family, even the Brahmanas and the Hindus also will reject you. See the desire of the Brahma, Krishna immediately fulfill this. So Brahma was the first living entity in this world. He understood the object and of the aim of the life. See how beautiful. He knows that what is the object and aim of the life is be humble and chant. So this is a message for the devotees. We have to be very humble and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Brahma took a break. He also took a break from Brahmaloka. He came to Kali Yuga and he was a part of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, and he was continuously chanting the holy name in the, when he was in a Haridas Thakura. So similarly, even the Yamaraja, who is also took a break, he came to this this Yuga, this planet in the Dwapar Yuga as a Uddhava, and to hear the Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is called Uddhav Gita. So to hear and speak about Srimad Bhagavatam. So these two are the very important in the bhakti, hearing and reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, and also chanting the holy name in a very humble state. These two great personalities took a break and they made it. So this is a message for the devotees who are still in a dilly-dally motion of how do I continue my bhakti. These are the set example how to pursue our bhakti. Give us the material aim and focus on the getting the lotus feet of the Krishna. Hare Krishna. So today's sloka, the message is he was talking about 13 destinations. Out of 13, the few destinations has been given, starting from the Brahma Vaishnavaram is the starting point where the presidency deity is Agni, where the soul pass through that Ashtanga yogis, Virata Rupa yogis, soul, body, soul pass through that and give up all the impurities, and it passes through the Susmana Nadi, where it Milky Way of shape of a dolphin. That's the tail end of the pole star, the Dhruva Loka, and to reach out the Lord. So, hope that, thank you for joining and listening patiently and trying to understand the deep subject of the second canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you, Hare Krishna. We'll see you tomorrow with the next sloka, 25.